Let's get over to meteorologist Courteney Jacobozzi, back from Mexico with a tropical outlook now.
That's right, and I left Mexico. Now there are two new tropical storms that are just down to the south of the island this morning, or of the peninsula, I should say. No tropical development expected in the Atlantic. That's the good news. I know you probably saw some rumblings on social media, maybe something trying to develop at some point this week, but the good news is models have really pulled back on that. So quiet in the Atlantic basin, not the same for the Pacific. In fact, two new storms developing as of recent. We have Tropical Storm Boris that's actually moving inland a little bit here along the Yucatan Peninsula, and then Tropical Storm Christina, which is swirling to the south of San Salvador there. So very active in the Pacific, which was expected. They're expected to have a very hyperactive season, while we're supposed to have a pretty quiet season, and we'll see how long it stays that way. Right now, though, not worried about any tropical development across the area. Satellite and radar here at home to get you out the door. Nice and quiet, no rain to be found, but definitely a lot of cloud cover, mostly cloudy skies. And you can see that here looking live over the St. Pete Pier. The sunshine trying to break out here, but we are going to see more clouds than sun today. But here's the good news about that. It's going to keep our high temperatures just a couple degrees cooler compared to where they were yesterday, but it's still going to be a steamy day. Temperatures right now closer to 80 near the water. We're at 79 in St. Pete, 77 in Tampa, 75 in Clearwater, 77 in Sarasota, 73 in Winter Haven, 72 in Dade City, 70 in Crystal River. That Gulf temperature is sitting at 82 degrees, nice and warm. Feels great, though, if you head to the beach. The water actually feels wonderful. Let's take you through Futurecast. Today is one of our last drier days before we start to increase rain chances. Back half of the week, again, we are going to hold on to those mostly cloudy skies. Maybe a stray shower south of I-4 throughout the afternoon. Here's a look just after 3 o'clock. We'll look towards Manatee, Sarasota County, Highlands, Hardee County, but that rain coverage today staying at about 20% or less. Here's a look around your evening commute. Maybe an isolated heavy downpour along the 75 corridor south of town, but generally your evening commute should be untouched by rain. Going into the day tomorrow, though, that's when we'll start to increase those rain chances and our humidity, which will ultimately result in higher numbers in terms of our heat index. For today, again, a little more tempered, high temperatures in the low 90s. It'll feel more like the low to mid 90s today. I do think some spots could feel closer to the triple digits, especially inland. You still need to prepare for a hot and humid day, but it's only going to get worse, unfortunately, going into the back half of the week. Look at our dew points, how they continue to climb. We're going to be flirting with that miserable range in terms of humidity back half of the week, and that's going to increase those feels like temperatures and also provide the atmosphere with enough moisture to increase those rain chances. So we'll go back into our kind of rainy season, sea breeze, shower and storm pattern back half of the week. So tomorrow around lunchtime, we'll first look along the immediate coastline, and then showers and storms will push inland, kind of colliding along the 75 corridor just in time for that evening commute. So if you travel along I-75 anywhere from Sarasota County up through the Nature Coast, you could have your commute impacted by rain tomorrow afternoon. Best coverage of rain is actually going to be after sunset. After about 10 or 11 o'clock, we'll hold on to some widely scattered showers, maybe a few storms. We'll be quiet to send you out the door Thursday, and we'll do it all over again with showers and storms developing closer to the coast in the early afternoon, pushing inland through the evening. And notice, here's a look just before 6 o'clock for that evening commute. I-4, even all throughout Polk County, Hardee County, could have some heavy downpours for that ride home. So just pack your patience a little bit back half of the week, because we will enter into a stormier pattern, and some of those storms could very well impact the evening commute. Expected rainfall into the weekend. We'll hold on to about a 50 to 60% coverage of showers and storms each day. Is it going to be a washout? No, but you know the drill here in Florida this time of year. After about 2 or 3 o'clock, we will have that chance for showers and storms to develop. So never a bad idea to at least have some backup indoor plans for this upcoming weekend. Here's a look at your marine forecast. Good boating day today. Light chop on the bay, seas at about a foot. Weather, your 7-day forecast will show you that we'll have a fairly dry day in terms of weather today, with highs in the low 90s. And then we'll increase rain chances all the way into the weekend. We'll have that unsettled pattern continue even into early next week, with high temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s.